Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, I am Kiki, and in today's lesson, I'm going to teach you my top tips for the listening skill module. Listening skill merupakan aspek dasar bahasa yang bersifat reseptif dan bisa diperoleh bahkan secara primitif seperti halnya anak-anak yang belajar bahasa Inggris dengan mendengarkan atau menyimak perkataan orang tua atau orang-orang yang ada di lingkungannya. Jadi belajar bahasa Inggris secara auditori dipercaya mampu melatih kecepatan berbahasa secara lebih cepat. Tidak hanya sekedar mendengarkan, belajar bahasa Inggris melalui proses mendengar dan menyimak mampu mengembangkan beberapa keterampilan mikro seperti membantu menyimpan unsur bahasa dalam daya ingat jangka pendek atau short-term memory, terus membedakan bunyi, mengingat bentuk pelafalan dan membedakan makna bahasa, mencermati bentuk-bentuk intonasi, tekanan kata, hingga reduksi pembentukan kata. Mendeteksi kata kunci membantu mengidentifikasi sebuah topik atau gagasan dalam suatu percakapan serta menebak maknanya secara kontekstual, dan serta mendeteksi unsur-unsur kalimat seperti subjek, predikat, objek, konjungsi, atau kata hubung, preposisi, dan unsur-unsur lainnya. Beberapa hal yang bisa dilakukan untuk meningkatkan kemampuan menyimak baik melalui situasi interaktif maupun non-interaktif adalah: yang pertama adalah melakukan percakapan tatap muka, termasuk menyimak materi pembelajaran di kelas hingga mengikuti seminar atau workshop berbahasa Inggris, berkomunikasi lewat telepon dalam bahasa Inggris, mendengarkan siaran radio atau podcast berbahasa Inggris, mendengarkan lagu-lagu bahasa Inggris, menonton film atau tayangan bahasa Inggris yang tidak memiliki subtitle dalam bahasa Indonesia, mengikuti forum diskusi bahasa Inggris, memanfaatkan program-program pembelajaran audio yang tersedia di perpustakaan atau sumber lain yang bisa diunduh secara gratis di internet. Oke, berikutnya adalah listening test overview di TOEFL dan juga IELTS. Di tes TOEFL, Anda akan mendengarkan pembicaraan dan pengajaran selama sekitar 40 hingga 60 menit, di mana Anda harus mencatat informasi penting untuk menjawab pertanyaan pada akhir tes. Sementara di tes IELTS, Anda akan mendengarkan berbagai jenis cuplikan audio pendek dan Anda akan menjawab pertanyaan secara langsung sambil Anda mendengarkan audio. Well, untuk TOEFL terdiri dari 34 hingga 51 question, sedangkan IELTS itu ada 40 question.
The IELTS listening test is designed to assess your ability to understand spoken English. The listening test is the same regardless of whether you're taking the IELTS academic or general training module. These are key details of the IELTS listening test. The paper includes 40 questions spread over 4 sections in 30 minutes. The sections get more difficult as you progress through the test. You will only hear each passage once. It's vital you follow the instructions. For instance, if the question says, "Write no more than 3 words," any answer with 4 words or more is automatically marked wrong. At the end of the listening, you have 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. Write your answers carefully. Spelling is important. Capitalization, however, is not. There are no penalties for wrong answers, so attempt all the questions even if you're not sure of the answer. Here are some tips to help you prepare for the test. You are given time to read the questions ahead of the listening. It's vital you analyze the questions here. Look for key words in the question, usually the nouns or verbs. Underline or circle them. Make sure you know the type of answers needed. For instance, is it a name, a telephone number, an adjective? Try to predict as much as you can before you listen. Ask yourself, what is the situation? What is the topic? Who might be speaking? What might be the answers? Expect tricks. The speaker may try to confuse you. For example, they may give an answer and then change their decision. Also, be wary of negatives. Speakers might sometimes slip the word "not" into a sentence. Don't choose an answer just because you hear specific words. Consider the overall meaning carefully. Changes in the tone of voice can indicate this. For example, excitement or disappointment. Always have the next question in mind. It's easy to miss several answers if all of your focus is on one question. It's important to practice listening to a range of resources that might include television, films, radio, lectures, or online videos. Aim for a variety of sources of spoken English. particularly different accents. There is no substitute for practice.
The conversation relating to this will be played first.
Come in. Good morning. It's,
Penny Mann.
Oh, yes. Penny, do sit down. Now, I know a lot of things emerged during your interview last week, but I thought it was worth going over the essential stuff again.
Yes, absolutely. That'll be very helpful.
The interview took place last week, so the letter B has been circled. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Come in. Good morning. It's,
Penny Mann.
Oh, yes. Penny, do sit down. Now, I know a lot of things emerged during your interview last week, but I thought it was worth going over the essential stuff again.
Yes, absolutely. That'll be very helpful.
The first thing is that, given your interest in fashions, we've decided to put you in the dress department.
Oh, that's great. Is that next to the children's section?
Yes. Now, we've given the section a new name, actually. From next week, it's going to be called the Young Set.
Youngster.
No, 2 words. The Young Set.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Recording 25.
Right, let's organise our presentation on the new science equipment, shall we?
Yes. I'm a bit worried it's overly long. We only have 10 minutes.
Why don't we go through each section then?
OK. What about the introduction? I think that's OK.
It's not very exciting.
I don't think we should cut any of it, though.
Of course, and we can still do it the same way, but maybe we should bring along some actual equipment.
Great idea. That would help grab their attention. Now, next we look at the benefits of this technology. We've got plenty about that.
I agree. In fact, some of the ones we've chosen are pretty obvious, I think. Perhaps we could leave some out.
Agreed. And that would save some time.
Yes. Now, when it comes to the negatives, I'd like to propose something a little different.
I like that section. It's always enjoyable hearing about technology going wrong.
Well, we've got a few thought-provoking quotes from people who've encountered specific problems. And we were planning on just reading them out, but I think we should video them and play the recording instead.
Oh, that would be better. And if we use a variety of media, I think we'll get a higher mark.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
OK, let's give it a try. Now, what about the conclusion? Should we include something else? It's pretty short at the moment.
Yes, but I think that's okay. There's not much more to say, really. We've already verified all our sources, so I don't think there's anything else left to do.
Well, I think I'll do an internet search anyway, just to be sure we haven't missed anything.
OK. It would be good to be able to state that we have included all the very latest information.
Absolutely.
Proses belajar listening memang tidak bisa secara instan, perlu waktu yang relatif lebih lama untuk membiasakan diri dengan suara asing dari bahasa Inggris. Tidak ada yang instan ya di dunia ini, bahkan mie instan pun juga memerlukan proses tersendiri supaya dapat dikonsumsi. Oleh karenanya, teruslah konsisten berlatih dan membiasakan diri berbahasa Inggris, karena bahasa merupakan sebuah kebiasaan. Selamat berlatih!
You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to Section 1. Section 1. You will hear a conversation between a bank clerk called Jeanette and a man who is asking for information on investing money. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 4. You will see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this example will be played first.
This is Citibank. You're speaking with Jeanette. How may I help you today?
Hi. I'd like to ask a few questions about a term deposit.
Certainly. Do you currently have any investments with us?
The man is asking about term deposits. So term deposits has been written in the space. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 4.
This is Citibank. You're speaking with Jeanette. How may I help you today?
Hi. I'd like to ask a few questions about a term deposit.
Certainly. Do you currently have any investments with us?
Yes, I do, but my term deposit is due to mature soon, and I've come to find out my options for renewing and extending it. I'm considering a range of different investments, to be honest, but I wanted to begin with the simplest option.
Okay, sir. Well, before we begin, I just need to verify your ID. Can I have your name, please?
David Marshall. That's M for mother. ARSHALL.
Thank you, David. Now, I just need to ask you a couple of security questions. What's your mobile phone number?
023-561055.
And your date of birth, please?
18th of February, 1968.
Right. So I've got your account information in front of me. You've currently got $18,000 on a term of 180 days. That's at a rate of 3.45% per year or per annum.
Okay, so what are my options? Can we start by looking at 1 and 2 year terms?
We can do that. Let's see. Right. If we put it on a 1-year term, we can offer you a yearly return of 3.65%. And for 2 years, it's 3.7%. Oh no, hang on. Sorry, we have a special deal on that term right now at 3.85%.
Okay. So what does that mean in dollars?
Just one moment and I'll bring it up. Okay, so the total interest earned would be $657 for 1 year, and I'm just bringing up the 2-year figure for you. A 2-year term at 3.85% interest, that's a total of $1,412 interest on maturity.
Right. That's about a $700 difference.
Yes, a bit more actually.
Okay. Oh, a friend of mine told me he gets his term deposit interest paid into his account every month. Do you have a monthly interest option?
Yes, actually. We do offer that on term deposits, but only on investments of $20,000 or more.